Good evening, Numblings, and welcome back to LA Noire, Episode 2, and we're going back into the patrol desk. As you can hear, my cold's not much better, and we are doing Buyer Beware.
For every cop, there's the case that makes you. Gives you that leg up, gets you recognized as the shining new star in the squad. The case that you solve that shows that you have the gumption, the gung-ho, the get up and go to make you stand out from your average rank-and-file patrolman. This could be the one, Cole.
Thank you, narrator. Oh, shit.
LAPD, could you stand clear of the body, please? Has anyone called an ambulance?
He's dead.
We've called an ambulance and the police, but I'm afraid he's dead.
Okay, stand further back and move along. It's your choice, but make it quick, people.
Ralph, what are you doing with that random guy?
Hey, Cole. You got here quick.
My beat crosses 7th Street.
Okay. You're first reporting then. We'll get a perimeter going and move the crowd on. You better see what you can find out before the homicide dicks show up. I'll be with you in a moment.
Why does no one like the homicide dicks? Sorry, Malakaro, a little bit.
Everybody stay back.
Now, let's have a look at this guy.
Broad daylight, crowded street. Now I've seen everything.
Do you know who killed you? Are you going to tell me? Sorry. Let's check your hands. Nice to meet you, sir. Sorry, I'm still not very well, so. Who the fuck is beefing when there's a dead body, you bellend? What have you got in here?
C. Galetta. Layaway receipt. Pearl earrings. Made out to Bank of Arcadia.
I mean... Okay. Is there anything else on you, or is it just that? No, Cole, I know about that. Cole, you don't need to get it out again. I have a feeling that's all you got, mate.
Sir, I'm Officer Phelps. What exactly did you see?
I heard the shots. I thought it was a car backfiring. I saw a girl run into the shoe store.
You want to take a look around now? The witness can wait, Cole. We've got the perimeter.
Alright. I thought I saw something here. Bullets.
Shell casings. These look like 32s.
32s. So a small gun.
All right. Yes, it's a dead
what?
person.
Hello.
FN Browning. Serial number 01138. Might need to run it by a gun store.
Eagleson's gun store's a couple blocks from here.
Okay, that's good. Okay, note to self, always check bins. Anything else?
Speak to the witness before homicide arrives, Phelps. If you think she's lying, don't be afraid to get forceful. Verbally, of course. And don't accuse her of anything without proof. Lawyers love that shit. And if you're sure she's straight up, try the general approach. See what you can coax out of her.
Okay. LAPD.
Don't you people have anything better to do?
Can I help you, sir?
Yeah, I'm looking at shoes.
I'm Officer Phelps, miss. I'm here about the shooting. Did you know the victim?
He was my boss, Mr. Gage.
Mr. Gage's first name.
Everett
Everett Gage.
And you are?
Galleta. Clovis Galleta.
That's a weird name, isn't it? Okay, so I have to interview her. She's age 27, female, brown hair, brown eyes. So what evidence do we have? She has a receipt. Okay.
Do you think you could tell me exactly what happened, miss?
I look around the shops at lunch. I was in a store when Mr. Gage, my boss, bursts in yelling that I'm late on my lunch.
And?
We came back. I was angry. I walked in front. I heard shots. I turned and saw Mr. Gage fall.
You look really shifty.
You're lying, Miss Galetta. You know what happened and why. You're going to tell me.
There's nothing to tell. I've done nothing wrong. How can you prove different?
Your pearl earrings, Miss Galetta. You've been paying for them for a whole year. Stop lying and tell me what happened at the jewelry store.
Oh, God! I won't lose the earrings, will I?
You could lose your
Just
freedom, you
died.
little fool, if you don't stop obstructing a murder investigation.
Mr. Kalu. Edgar Kalu. He runs the jewelry store. He's showing me a lovely watch. Mr. Gage bursts in. Mr. Kalu gets very angry with Mr. Gage, and they start yelling at each other. Mr. Gage tells me that all of the things in the store are junk, nickel-plated, made in Japan, and yells at me to get back to work.
That was harsh.
Then what happened?
We get back here, and I hear a loud bang. Mr. Gage clutches at his back. I hear another bang, and another, and another. Mr. Gage falls to his knees. It looked very painful.
This song's in Fallout. 5 rounds in total. Okay.
How many shots did you hear, Miss Galetta?
It's difficult to remember. It sounded like there were so many, and they were so loud.
I need you to concentrate, Miss Galetta. Even minor details can become important later on.
Well, there was one bang, and then another,
5, yeah.
and then 3 very quickly, close together. 5.
Which jewelry store?
Hartfield's. Broadway, between 5th and 6th.
Did you see the person who shot Mr. Gage?
Of course I did. Mr. Kalu looked very angry. He kept firing the gun. He kept pulling the trigger. He threw the gun in a bin and turned and walked away.
Okay.
You're making me angry, Miss Galetta. Is that what you want? Tell me why Mr. Kalu shot Mr. Gage.
Mr. Gage hates Jews. A lot of people do. It's not my fault if he has nice things.
Thank you for your help, ma'am. You've been very brave. We'll need you to make a formal statement about what happened to Mr. Gage.
Does that mean I can still collect my... Never mind. Yes, officer, I'll
What
make
is
a
wrong with this
statement.
person? What's that book? I tried to look at this earlier and she was like, oh!
Seems irrelevant.
It does seem irrelevant, it's just a book. Yes! This is what we really need. Okay.
Optimistic, Cole.
Clearly he used a gun that was built in a shoe.
We have the murder weapon.
And the murderer. The girl saw it all. Our killer works at a jewelry store called Hartfield's.
That's a couple of blocks from here.
You thinking what I'm thinking?
It's always a couple of blocks.
Tate, maintain the perimeter.
I don't think you're full.
All right, Tate, you got this, mate.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow, that's how you do it, then. I kept tapping Y and he just got in the car, so... I love these loading screens. This should be called LA Loading. Or Loading Noire. Is that how you say it? I'm having to drink through straws because it's hard to drink. The 111 Club. Sporting goods. Evening.
Officers, what can I do you for?
Officers Phelps and Dunn, sir, Wilshire Division. We need you to trace a serial number.
Sure. What's the make and model?
FN Browning, model 1922. The serial number is 01138.
You don't say. Well, I didn't sell it. Europeans love them, but it's pretty rare you find one over here. Although I did have one in here a couple of weeks back.
So you did sell one?
Remember the owner?
Yeah. Kalu. Edgar Kalu was his name. Thing looked like it'd never been fired, but he brought it in here for cleaning anyway. Then he bought a box of cartridges and he left.
Do you know where we can find Mr. Kalu?
Told me he was on his lunch break. Said he worked at Hartfield's jewelry store just up on Broadway.
Thanks for your help.
No, dude, eh? Yeah, you drive, Roy? Was it Roy?
You know the way. You can drive.
Ralph! That's it. Like, the kid in Simpson, isn't it? No. I don't know, one of them's called Ralph, I can't remember. It's something to do with the place. It's either him or it's his son. Jazz Club. Sounds really weird, but like being a homicide detective would be cool. Like doing the blood spatter analysis. It'd probably get really horrible. And if it's something like a jigsaw killer where you know you're going to get killed off and all that. This game is the partner you get in traffic is cool. And I really, really, for some reason, remember that the partner in Homicide is amazing. But I actually don't remember anything else. Because I don't know how many desks there are. I've heard the game has a pretty wacky ending, but this is a Rockstar game, so... I mean, it's to be expected. If you killed someone, would you really just go back to work?
Officer, can I interest you in a new watch?
Officer Cole Phelps, are you Edgar Kalu?
No. Mr. Kalu is out back. He said he'd lie down. I'll buzz him for you.
Buzz? You motherfucker.
Son of a bitch! Go, Cole, go!
Why can't you run? All I saw at the top left of the screen is climb, and I was like, why have I got to climb? Oh.
Kalu, get back here!
I don't want to kill him. Hey! That was pretty cool. Nice revolver. Or is it a Magnum? I think it's a Magnum. What? Ralph, what are you doing? Ralph!
Too late, Kalu!
Edgar
Sorry.
Kalu, you're under arrest for the murder of Everett Gage.
Yeah, get in there. Rise and shine. I need to find something to do in these loading screens really badly. It's a really interesting time period. I mean, like, everything we have these days is just, don't know how to explain it, but it's a lot of he said, she said that. I don't know, it seems like a kind of harder place to live, this world, and it seems more interesting. Not entirely sure on the time period. I know it's after World War II, but the history skills are kind of a bit rusty, really. I don't really use history anymore, I don't. I don't really know that much about America either, actually, so... I want more of those flashbacks. I want to see what the big deal is. Because obviously this guy's got... Cole has got a big backstory, so I'd like to know it. And the music stopped while it's loading, so that's usually a sign that it's about to click in, or it's about to die. The motion cap, like I said last time, is really weird. Like, has this really uncanny kind of effect. Like, the faces look real, but the bodies look really bizarre. Hard to explain. But yeah, I really like games that are either like horrors or one that actually make you use your head to work out things, and I like this. Because you got to use your head. I mean, at the moment it's really easy, but later on, obviously, it's going to be really hard. So, and I like the fact that you got to use your head. You got to figure out stuff. You know, you got to figure out what's going on. The questioning suspects. That's really cool. Really cool. And the loading screens as well. I'm glad they don't disguise it as something else, like I don't know, like a elevator or something, like, you know, or a long stretch of highway. I appreciate it, you know, but these loading screens are a bit ridiculously long.
The case that makes you, and the case that breaks you. The one you never solve, the one that keeps you awake at night. The case that gnaws at your guts and ruins your marriage. The case that keeps you propping up a bar as you relive the what-ifs, the might-have-beens, the half-leads, and the half-truths.
Who is this guy?
The case that other cops murmur about whenever you walk past. The case you never, ever discuss.
God's mill may grind slowly, but it grinds finely, son. I hear it's you who nabbed our malefactor from the shooting yesterday.
Yes, sir.
Then tell me, Boyle, I hear you're quite the climber, a man of initiative. How would you like a chance at smiting this man with the sword of justice?
You're asking me to conduct the interview, sir?
I am, young Phelps. You've only been with us a short time and you've assembled yourself a stellar arrest record. Not to mention the fine work you did in the war, sending heathens back to the hell they came from. But I'm curious as to whether you can turn your hand to interrogation. Takes a certain animal cunning, lad. Do you think you might be ready for that?
Yes, sir. I think...
Good man.
It's really laggy.
You need many things for a conviction, young Phelps. A motive, opportunity, hard evidence, and best of all, a confession.
What's that woman meant to be carrying?
If you fail in the former, you can always use a modicum of violence to obtain the latter. How are you feeling, lad?
Fine, sir.
Fine,
Very
sir.
good. The evidence is overwhelming. May the cat eat him and the cat be eaten by the devil.
What?
Bring me a confession, young Phelps.
Hi.
This is your chance. Don't fail me.
He looks like the Ninth Doctor Who, that guy that doesn't want to know he did it. The guy who's the military 28 days later. Another loading screen, really? Come on. I mean, I keep considering editing these loading screens out, but, you know, it's something to do and talk about, really. Something we can sit here, we can talk, you know, we can stare loving. I mean, yeah, I might have to start cutting them out. They're a bit annoying. He looks uncomfortable.
Has my lawyer arrived yet? I want to see my lawyer.
A lawyer can't help you, Mr. Kalu. You shot a man dead in cold blood. You're going to have to pay for that.
Okay, Edgar Kalu, 39.
You followed Everett Gage and the girl back to the shoe store. You put 5 rounds in Gage's back.
Gage was a bastard. Whatever he got what was coming. But it had nothing to do with me.
I love how they're obviously an actor that was meant to lie. And then they're told, you know, look like you're lying.
You shot Gage, and we know why. We can put you at the scene.
You can't prove anything.
Yes, I can.
We know all about the argument. Escaleta made a statement.
You're counting on the girl? You think her testimony's gonna stand up in court?
You're going to the gas chamber, Edgar.
That's a bit harsh.
That Jew-hating fuck couldn't leave me alone. I had a sale. That girl was ready to buy.
Didn't mean you have to kill him.
Let's change the subject. You fasting for Yom Kippur, Mr. Cullen?
Yeah, let's change the subject, you going motherfucker. How about baseball?
I don't really know much about
You're not
baseball.
denying you're a Jew, Mr. Kalu.
This is America. It's not Germany. It's not a crime.
Some people don't like Jews, Mr. Kalu.
Yeah, and I guess you're one of them.
What?
Gage hated Jews, didn't he, Mr. Kalu?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You're lying, Kalu. I think you lent Gage money, and he owed you payment.
I don't know what you're talking about.
What?
Looks like I was mistaken.
I'm done with you. Go flap your gums somewhere else. I want my lawyer. I've just got to keep my mouth shut and watch you run around in circles. We're done. Unless you want to keep making a schmuck of yourself.
So... is that good or bad?
You disappoint me, Cole Phelps. Get back in there and raise some lumps, boy!
But... he... did I fail? I did. I failed. Okay.
You followed Everett Gage and the girl back to the shoe store. You put 5 rounds in Gage's back.
Gage was a bastard. Whatever he got what was coming. But it had nothing to do with me.
You're a liar. You can back out of lying. I don't think you can back out of the others. So, I suppose if you click lie, like this...
You shot Gage, and we know
if
why.
they say something...
we can put you at the scene.
You can't prove anything.
yeah, something like that, then you can kind of... prove it.
We know all about the argument. Escaleta made a statement.
You're counting on the girl? You think her testimony's gonna stand up in court?
You're going to the gas chamber, Edgar.
That Jew-hating fuck couldn't leave me alone. I had a sale. That girl was ready to buy.
Let's change the subject. You fasting for Yom Kippur, Mr. Cullen?
Yeah, let's change the subject, you going motherfucker. How about baseball?
Would you really be that aggressive?
You're not denying you're a Jew, Mr. Kalu.
This is America. It's not Germany. It's not a crime.
Some people don't like Jews, Mr. Kalu.
Yeah, and I guess you're one of them.
Gage hated Jews,
Such
didn't
an
he,
asshole,
Mr.
this
Kalu?
guy.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Doubt.
You left-wing leaning parasite. You expect me to sit here and listen to your...
What?
You call me that? You sit there and you call me those names, you goddamn goy putt snatcher?
What's that mean?
You and that stup Gage!
Why did you do it, Mr. Kalu?
Gage. He's in the Chamber of Commerce. He's in with all those momsers. He blocked every proposal I ever put forward. Kike this and kike that. He's been trying to ruin my business for years.
So you killed him.
Edgar Kalu, I'm charging you with the first-degree murder of Everett Gage. I respect your beliefs and your right to hold them. I hope for your sake the jury can commute to murder in the second degree. May God have mercy on you, sir.
May God have mercy. That was easy. Why is there so many loading screens? I don't remember there being this many. Is it because it's on PC or something, or...?
Masterfully done, Officer Phelps. It is just Officer Phelps, isn't it, lad?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Then let me have a word with the Chief of Police, young Phelps. The department needs heroes. A shining, honest face the public can admire. I applaud a man with your talent for unwavering justice. Back to your duties for now, Boyle. But here's a piece of advice. Get yourself 2 suits, get them pressed. You'll be needing them.
Yeah, boy. Cole's just like... Does Ralph get a promotion? Oh. Promotion. Broadway. Bibbidi-bibbidum. Oh god, it's in my head now. Cluck goes the chicken. So do any of these places actually exist, or are they fictional? Just serious question. Probably fictional. I feel like I'm a really, like, small, angry, non-British version of Sherlock Holmes or something, figuring out all this stuff. Cole is like American Sherlock or something, I don't know. I think that's what got me the idea to play this game again. That or my love for insanely long loading times. Have a little coffee break between every one. Oh god, next episode, I'm going to turn these out. God, those textures. Anyway, I'm going to end the episode here, guys, so thanks for joining us, and I'll see you next time when we start our new job. In a bit, Nublins.